Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here and welcome to BBallBreakdown. Last night's game between the Warriors and the Thunder was really exciting. Kevin Durant was amazing in that first half, and knock on wood that he'll be healthy and come back, because obviously the Thunder's fortunes rely heavily on him if they want to make the playoffs. That said, Russ had a really good game numbers-wise, but he had a lot of issues with mental mistakes and decision-making that I think are an issue that ultimately hold him back. Now, you can argue that this rage and this emotion that he has makes him the player he is, but you can also argue that it's holding him back from being the player he really should be. And if he's going to be a championship-level point guard, he needs to begin to make better decisions. And that's the problem I've seen against these upper-level teams, is that there hasn't really been much growth in that area in the 6 years. And so I'll show you some of the great plays he's made, and make no mistake, they are amazing, but then there are the decisions he makes that aren't good, and I feel like he would be better if he practiced mindfulness. He tends to get out of the game, in my opinion, and he decides he's going to shoot the ball before the possession even starts. And generally, that's a recipe for disaster. And as we see, I feel like he's taking a lot of these bad shots just because he had gotten scored on before, and he lets that anger sort of cloud his judgment in a way that it's crucial in the fourth quarter to not have that guide you in how you play. So let's get into the game here, and I'll show you a lot of the key plays we noticed. Let's start out by looking at how KD got some of his career high for points and a half. They set a cross screen for him to post up. Barnes does a good job to get to the spot, forcing Durant to start much farther than he wanted. Watch the high rip through over the low hands of Barnes and the Euro step finish and one. On this end of quarter isolation, watch the perils of stretching out on your final two steps as KD gets into an awkward position with no support for his ankle, which rolls on top of Speights' foot, knocking him out of the game with a mild ankle sprain. He likes to get extra extension with that last step, almost like a Euro step in a straight line, and thank goodness he'll be back soon. With the Warriors trying to get back in the game, watch KD early in the second deny Iguodala and stall the offense momentarily. On the reverse, they get a dribble pitch with an empty weak side. No help there, but watch the poor spacing by the Warriors. This should have been an easy rotation by the lowest defender, Perry Jones, while KD could defend two players at once. Jones never sees it, KD is too late, and Draymond has a layup. The Warriors again run what looks like flow offense. A simple reverse to Steph catches Reggie Jackson way behind, and again, look at the weak side spacing. Anthony Morrow has Jones's man, so he should be over farther to help, but gets there too late. And what a pass by Green. And as the Warriors made their inevitable run, they got plays like this, starting on the defensive end with the heads-up steal by Harrison Barnes. When he gets the ball up ahead, Iggy and Steph ended up both running to the wing three. Look at this handoff, forget the Iggy travel, and watch Steph just grab it and nail it. Later in the quarter, this was the Thunder's best defensive possession of the night. They contained everything, and on the kickout, took away the three by Clay. They pressure him into jumping in the air and throwing a ridiculous blind over-the-head pass that somehow finds Curry, and the ball tickles the twine. Here's a throwback play to the Princeton and Triangle offenses. When feeding the post, Clay then screens at the elbow for Curry. Russ gets ahead of himself by calling out the switch when Curry curls around the outside of the screen. However, Curry instead does a simple back cut, nice bounce pass from Green, and Curry finishes quick off the glass. Clock management is crucial in games like these against top Western Conference teams, and yet they initiate too early. Perkins should have waited longer, and so should Westbrook, but instead he bricks the three, and there was too much time left for Harrison Barnes to dribble down and get the shot off. It doesn't really matter if Russ was open, there are times when an open shot is a bad one. Down 5, the Thunder isolate Russ again as everyone stands and watches, and he nails another very long two after crossing up Draymond Green. Now that the Thunder have a shot at this game, they need solid defense down the stretch. Watch Russ just fall asleep on Curry, who backdoors and catches it in one stride for the reverse. And now that Russ has helped draw them closer, again, I'm convinced there's a better shot than a true dribble no-pass pull-up from 21 feet with 18 seconds on the shot clock. The Thunder's defense was terrific for this stretch, and Russ does a 7-dribble isolation out top before getting to the elbow for a good mid-range shot. Down by 1, another isolation with everyone standing around, and Klay Thompson shows us why he's an elite defender with this incredible block. However, Russ had the presence of mind to throw it off him on the way down. This was a tough call to make, and even stranger, they opted for a jump ball. Down 3 with plenty of time left, Russ again jacks up a 3 with loads of time left on the clock. Remember, he's merely an average three-point shooter at best, not Steph Curry. And with the game on the line down 5, Russ attacks the paint. Look at his teammates open at the three-point line. One decent, the other good, yet he forces up the layup and misses it, with great defense by Draymond Green. And that ends up being the Thunder's best and last chance to win. Sports fans, you want more from this game? For bonus coverage with even more plays broken down, click on this link or down below.